On today's show, new hardware rumors. Is No Man's Sky delayed? New info on Ghost Recon Wildlands. Xbox One crossplay has arrived, and new details on The Last Guardian. Hey everyone, welcome back to Gamer Next Door. This is GND Weekly. I'm Andrea Rene with your weekly dose of gaming news, and this week there was a lot. So the show's a little on the long side. Apologies for that. So let's go ahead and get started with those hardware rumors. So these have been swirling around for a few months now, and always right before E3 is when they kind of come to a peak. But this week, Kotaku has reported that they have multiple sources that say that Xbox is working on not one, but two new pieces of hardware. According to their multiple sources, they say a more powerful Xbox One is due sometime in 2017. Codenamed Scorpio, the more powerful GPU is said to be technically capable of supporting the Oculus Rift, and that Microsoft is pursuing a partnership with Oculus. Well, they already have a partnership. Phil Spencer went on stage at an Oculus event and showed that you can use the Xbox controller with the Oculus Rift. You can even play Xbox games inside of it. And we know that Xbox and Microsoft are trying to merge their two technologies together so that you can cross-play between Windows 10 and Xbox One, which we've already seen on a few games so far. So this is really not that surprising, but it is surprising that we might get another slim Xbox One this year. Well, I guess it's not really too surprising since we're, a few years into the console cycle now and the slim versions are getting ready to appear. But hopefully we'll be able to see that on stage at E3 because they desperately need to lose a few pounds. The Xbox One, that's a big box. So I would definitely welcome a slim version of the Xbox One. They will need it to compete with PlayStation, who announced this week that they sold 40 million PlayStation 4s across the globe. They have their own hardware rumors. Of course, we've got the PlayStation 4.5, PlayStation 4K, or the Neo, whatever you guys want to call it. Rumors that is going to be not as powerful as this supposed new Xbox One is going to be. And of course, a PS4 Slim has got to be in the works as well. Let's hope that all of these rumors will be put to rest in just a couple of weeks on stage at the Los Angeles Convention Center for E3. But what do you guys think? Do you want a slim version? Do you want a more powerful version? Or are you happy with what you have? Tweet to me or leave me a comment below. Next up, the long-awaited and much hyped space exploration game No Man's Sky is delayed. Well, allegedly, but this does not look good. According to multiple sources, GameStop employees have reported that the original June 21st release date is no longer valid. Stores were informed that they should cover up promotional posters with a "coming soon" label over that release date, saying it's no longer correct. The release date is less than a month away, and generally we start to see a ramp up in marketing materials, trailers, posters, etc. around this time, and we haven't really seen that. So it doesn't bode well. Hello Games has been working on this game for a long time, and the longer it waits to come out, the more excitement fizzles. But I'm always in support of pushing back the launch of a game to make sure it comes out right instead of launching it half-baked with bugs or it's broken or it's not good. So hopefully they get everything sorted out and the game comes out eventually. Next up, a major wall has come down in the war against cross-platform play. Yes, the first game to support PC and Xbox One crossplay is Rocket League. Crossplay between PS4 and PC has been part of Rocket League since it launched, but now Xbox One players can get in on the action. Don't worry, you can turn it off if you don't want those pesky PC Master Race guides in your matchmaking, but this does open the door for more games to incorporate crossplay between PC and Xbox One into their gameplay mechanics, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see PS4 and Xbox One crossplay sometime in the future. But let's be honest, don't hold your breath. We got a new trailer and details for Ghost Recon Wildlands. We haven't seen much of this since E3 last year, so this is definitely needed. Hot off the press and fresh before an even bigger reveal at E3, we've learned that the Ghosts will have to cripple the Santa Blanca cartel's operation in the wildlands of Bolivia. Players will have total freedom of choice to accomplish their missions how they want, according to the press release. The long-running franchise will see 4-player online co-op in a massive open world for the first time in the franchise franchise history. When the game launches later this year, presumably it's going to be 2016. That's what Ubisoft has said, and hopefully we'll get an exact release date at E3. But we did get some information on a bunch of fancy editions. The deluxe edition for $69.99 includes a digital deluxe pack with a rifle, a motorbike, some customization options along with an XP booster, with the physical version of the game also getting an in-game map of Bolivia and the original soundtrack. The gold edition for $99.99 comes with all of that, plus the season pass content, which includes 2 major expansions along with extra digital content packs, an exclusive vehicle, and more weapons. Lastly, the collector's edition, which starts at $119.99, includes the Santa Muerte figurine and collectible posters by Ken Taylor. Plus, if you pre-order, you'll get a bonus mission called the Peruvian Connection. You can get all of the details on all of those different editions over at uplay.com and expect a lengthy stage demo at the Ubisoft E3 press conference. Lastly, another game that has been radio silent since E3 last year, The Last Guardian, has got some new details. According to an article from Edge magazine, it's going to be the new cover story with an interview from game director Fumito Ueda. We learned that the main character will have a mirrored shield, which can shine a beam of light that acts as a marker for the creature Trico to fire a red lightning beam from his tail. In the demo, Edge says that they use this mechanic to solve environmental puzzles, such as removing wooden walls and destroying rock faces. According to Edge, Trico will apparently be a free-spirited creature that flagrantly disregards your attempts to tame it. As you progress through the story, the boy's relationship with the bird, cat, dog, creature thing will become closer, and Trico will be more likely to obey your commands. With a 2016 release date confirmed, hopefully we'll also see more of this game at E3. I mean, it's like a decade in the making. So are you guys excited for The Last Guardian? Do you not care about this game because there's so much else happening? Let me know what you think in a comment below. This week's tweet comes from @FVZZ2 or simply John, and he asks, "Sorry if this sounds stupid, but while watching this episode, I noticed a white box cube on a shelf. What is it?" Well, John, first, your question's certainly not stupid, and there's no need for a frown face. So this box, which is, I'm assuming this is what you're referring to, is a Portal companion cube. It's pretty cool, right? But what you might not realize is that this is also a cookie jar. Right now, sadly, I have no cookies in my cookie jar, but it's a really cool item that I picked up a few years ago. I used to keep it on my desk back when I worked at Machinima, and I would keep candy in there, and my coworkers would come over and take my candy. And now, since it's here in my studio, there's no candy in it, so that's kind of sad. But if you want one, I'm sure if you just search Portal Companion Cube on the internet, you should be able to find one somewhere. So thank you for writing in with your question. If you guys want to be featured on Tweet of the Week, you can tweet to me @Andrea Rene using that hashtag GND Weekly. And that's it for today's show. Sorry it was a bit of a long one, a lot of news to cover. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys haven't yet subscribed to the Gamer Next Door YouTube channel, please go and do that. Amelia and Pam are doing lots of fun content over there, as well as that's where you can get GND Weekly every week. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys next week. Have an awesome Memorial Day.